I said from day one when the season 2 trailer of Helluva Boss that Miz was going to be a disaster after hearing one particular line in that episode. And it's not like I'm hoping for it to be bad. I had restored a bit of faith as time went on, especially since Helluva Boss's last 2 outings turned out to be better than I expected. So with that all said, I clicked on Miz with an open mind and hoping that there could be the chance that it could surprise me. And just to check up if I missed anything, I rewatched Lululand and Scene Stars the night before Miz release, and was ready to watch it. And now that I have seen the episode, there's my honest thoughts. Now, within all honesty, I don't think this episode is as good as Ghostfuckers and Mastermind, but I'm just gonna flat out say it. I did not expect to love this episode. I thought it was going to not be very good. But when I watched it, I ended up having a hell of a time with it. It's probably the most wildest episodes of this season, if not this whole series. So, let's get into the plot synopsis, shall we? Okay, the plot follows up. It takes place after the events of Mastermind. Stolas is struggling without his happy pills, so meanwhile, Blitz, Luna, Millie, and Moxie go out to kill a family for a client, but Blitz ends up bailing out on the mission. Meanwhile, we see what's going on with Octavia, where she has a music number, which almost made me cry, by the way, when I was watching that. So meanwhile, Stolas went to go look for Via while she goes look for him to return his happy pills, which leads to a whole battle scene with Andre, and Octavia ends up saving them, and which leads to the scene where Octavia unleashes her feelings for Stolas and leaves him. And then in the rest of the episode, we get some more surprises. We find out that Millie is pregnant. And then the episode ends with Stolas and Blitz having a dance. And that's basically the whole plot synopsis. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. I did not expect to love this episode this much. I was hoping it would be a 3 out of 5 at best. But it ended up being better than I expected. Okay, let's talk about some of my favorite things about this episode. Okay, the scene where Blitz bails out on the mission was really heart-touching because he sees a family and he envisions him, Stolas, and both of his daughters celebrating Christmas. It was so heart-touching. And by the way, Luna has grown as a character in this episode. She has kept her character arc from Mastermind. She's just grown as a character. And another thing I like is the musical number. I still cannot decide if I like this more than Mastermind's musical number. But I find it very catchy. Sure, it's just another version of You'll Be Okay, but sung by a different character. I know a lot of people had an Octavia musical number on their bingo card. And if you are a fan of Octavia and really want her to have her own musical number, well, this episode is for you. It's very catchy. this episode had so much going on. And I don't really have any major criticisms. But however, there's one scene that I don't like. And I'm pretty sure you know where this is going. I really do not like the breakup scene between Stolas and Octavia. And honestly, although it almost had me in tears, but that doesn't really surprise me, because months prior, I found the leaked storyboards, believe it or not. So I was spoiled months before the episode dropped. Now here's a little side-by-side comparison of the little conflict scene. Well, since this wasn't the only thing that was leaked, Ghostfuckers was leaked and had a completely different story in mind. And people, let's just say, people would probably hated it. Even me, I would have probably hated it. But thank goodness that Ghostfuckers was redone. When I first saw that week's story forward, I thought it was fanfic animation, like fan made. But when I saw the season 2 trailer, it started to make sense. And I looked at the season 2 trailer in that week's storyboard and thought of fear. I wanted to claim this as character assassination when I made that one video, but that was just me completely misunderstanding the whole thing. Although that scene sucks, the rest of the episode was perfect. And I can believe this is the third time that I'm saying this. I honestly can't believe that I am about to give it this rating. Holy shit! 3 in a row. 3 episodes that I did not think that were gonna be this good, but they end up being good. Like, perfect. I did not expect, especially Sydney's, to be this good. And now, there's what I could hope for season 3. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that. I can't wait to see what they do with the new baby that Millie is having. I can't wait to see what they do with that. And one thing that I would hope is that both Stolas and Octavia reconciled and end on good terms again. And have Octavia realize how horrible Stella is, and that that she is trying to kill Stella's. That's one thing that I would love to see out of season 3 or season 4. It's been confirmed by Vivian Madrano herself that she wants Helluva Boss to be a 4-season series. And I must say, Vivian Madrano has outdone herself this year. We got Has-Been Hotel Season 1, which I know not many people liked Has-Been Hotel, But I thought it was a great show, and it's a show that I will always defend. Then we got the final 5 episodes of season 2 of Helluva Boss. Which, the last 3 being turned out way better than I was expecting. And to be honest, I did not expect to love those 3 episodes more than Full Moon and Apology Tour, believe it or not. Although those 2 episodes were amazing, but I just find myself rewatching the final 3 episodes again. Like, those 3 serves it justice. And overall, season 2 of Helluva Boss is a great season. Sure, it has its ups and downs. We do not talk about unhappy campers. Overall, season 2, although not as good as season 1, I still preferred the first season. But there is a lot to love about season 2, at least in my opinion. And I wouldn't be surprised if season 3 reaches my expectations. And I can't wait to see what they do with season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. And I'm especially excited that they announced a 3rd and 4th season to Hazbin Hotel. So if you haven't seen Hazbin Hotel, please go watch it. It is a great show, but if you are religious, this show is definitely not for you. But I think Hazbin Hotel is a great show. And is one of my all-time favorites now. Alright, that does it with my Sinners review. If you have not seen it, I would highly recommend it. Just don't worry about what happens. I think you'll be satisfied for the most part. So anyway, let's get into some channel updates. Like, holy fuck. My subscriber count has thrived this year. It keeps thriving. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And also, my next video is a new Wentz Gets Grounded. So stay tuned for that if you really enjoy my Grounded series. So you should stay tuned to that. And I have some other lineup products. I know I promised a Pixar ranking video as well as a Helluva Boss ranking video. Which is going to take some time. But I do plan to get those out as soon as possible. And if I don't post frequently, it's because your boy just got a new job at a theme park. A theme park that I'm not going to maim. And I'm not going to maim you the position that I'm going to be doing. Because I would want to keep that relevant. So, your boy is going to get a job. I start training on the 5th of January 2025. So, Yes, 2025 is going to be a pretty big year for me. Well, that is basically about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for all the subscribers. And in case you don't know, I have a gaming channel, so please subscribe to my gaming channel. And and also, I've opened a letterbox account. The link is in my channel description if you want to check that out. And for real this time, I will see you in the next video, and in case I don't see you then, I just want to say happy holidays. Thank you for watching.